Google Classroom has become one of the main tools many teachers are using to distribute materials and connect with students. I've received a lot of feedback from teachers asking for a breakdown of Google Classroom and all that can be done with it. So I decided that I was going to put together a little series that I'm calling The Road to Google Mastery, merging onto the Google Classroom Expressway. Our first stop on our journey will be the basics of Google Classroom. First, to be able to use Google Classroom, you must first create a class. To do so, head over to Google Classroom's homepage, classroom.google.com. From there, we are going to head on up and we're going to click on the plus sign in the top right-hand corner, and we're going to choose Create Class. From there, we can enter our class name, we can enter a section, a subject, and a room number if we like. The only required section is the class name. After we enter all the information, we're going to click Create. After we click Create, our new class will open. After you've entered your newly created Google Classroom, you'll notice that it's broken up into 5 parts: the stream, classwork, people, grades, and settings. The stream is the first thing your students will see once they enter Google Classroom. The stream is where you as the teacher can post announcements. You can also choose to have your assignments, quizzes, and materials post to the stream as well. Another option you have is how you are allowing students to interact with the stream. You can choose to let students post and comment on the stream, just comment on posts that are posted to the stream, or have no interaction with the stream. Next up is the classwork section. Here's where you're going to, well, you guessed it, add classwork. But there is so much more the classwork section can do than meets the eye. Yes, you can add assignments by clicking on the blue plus button up here. You can create assignments, but you can also add quizzes, questions, class materials, reuse a post from a previous Google Classroom. You can also create topics to help organize the classwork section. Next up is the people section. Here you're going to see all the students that are enrolled in your Google Classroom. If enabled, you can invite guardians of each of the students so they are able to receive guardian summaries. We are going to cover this in the settings section of this video. You will also see any co-teachers that you have invited to your Google Classroom. They will show up here in the teacher section. If you want to invite a teacher to be a co-teacher of your Google Classroom, simply click on the plus up here and you're going to invite a teacher. Next up is the grades section of Google Classroom. Here you will see a list of all the assignments that you have in Google Classroom. You will see the title of the assignment, the due date, how many points it is. This is going to be horizontally across the top of the page. Going down the page, you will see any students that are enrolled in your Google Classroom. In each column, you will see what score the student has received on each assignment. If they do not have a score, you can give them a score here. Hovering over each grade will bring up the vertical ellipses, the vertical 3 dots. Clicking on this will allow you to either return the assignment or you can view the student's submitted assignment here. Finally, our last stop is the settings section. To get to the settings section, simply head up to the settings wheel in the top right-hand corner and click on it. The settings section is broken up into 3 main parts: classroom details, general, and grading. In the classroom details section, you can change the name of the classroom. You can also add a description. You can add a section, a room number, and a subject. The general section, you can view your class code. You can display it, copy it, reset it, or disable it. Here, you also have your settings for student interaction with the stream. By default, it is set to students can post and comment on things on the stream. You can also change it to students can only comment on things on the stream, or you can turn it off where only you, the teacher, can post and comment on items on the stream. You also have the ability to show your classwork on the stream. By default, it is set to show condensed notifications. You can change it to where it'll show the attachment and the details of the assignment, or you can change it to hide where when you create classwork, whether that be an assignment or a quiz, it does not show up on the stream. You can choose to show deleted items, but this is only going to show up for you, the teacher. And then here you can also enable or disable Guardian summaries. If you'd like to see an example of a Guardian summary, just go ahead and click here where it says See Example. A new feature is the integration of Google Meet within Google Classroom. If you want to have that visible for students, you would go ahead and enable that here. You can generate your meeting link here as well. Grading, you can set the overall grading calculation if you want to set to be total points or weighted by category. You can also show the overall grades to the students, and here you can create grading categories. We're going to go into more detail into these sections in a later video. So that was just a basic overview of navigation in Google Classroom, and this was just part one of our series of the Road to Google Mastery merging onto the Google Classroom Expressway. Please check out links in the description to more resources on Google Classroom. Be on the lookout for upcoming videos in our series of the Road to Google Mastery merging onto the Google Classroom Expressway. Thank you for watching and have a great day.